Hey guys, so I just had my first Instagram video go viral. And it's kind of funny because it's a video that I just kind of posted as a reel. It's a short clip of me performing ANMR technique. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's Animal Neuro-Myofascial Release technique. It's actually a technique that I developed over a decade ago. Similar to, it uses a tool that's similar to the human activator tool, a chiropractic tool, and it does look similar to veterinary orthopedic manipulation, which utilizes a tool like that as well. But this is more of a soft tissue release with a neurological stimulation. And the video that I posted is actually of me doing it on a horse named Annie, who's 28 years old. And the interesting thing about it is that she's actually the mother of a horse named Bojangles that I purchased 20 years ago when I was living in Arizona. I got him from an auction, so I didn't really know his owners or anything about his history. And we still have him. He's actually my sister's horse. I gave him to my sister. We've had him in the family for 20 years now. He's 23 years old. His mom's 28. And ironically, his owner signed up as one of my students and is taking my courses, including the ANMR technique. And I was out in Arizona teaching recently, and I got to meet her. She came to the workshop, and her house was just like 5 minutes down the street from the workshop. So I drove over there and I got to meet Annie. So it was really cool. So I was like, well, let me just work on Annie real quick. So she took some short videos of me working on Annie. And the video that I posted is me just beginning. I'm beginning in her neck. And she's a bit tense because she hasn't had the technique done on her before. She is really reactive. So when you do this technique, the little spasms that you're seeing her neck doing is actually an involuntary reflex. It's what happens, we call it a pathological reflex. It's what happens when there's improper communication between the spinal segment and the brain. And then what I'm doing when I'm really rapid fire, using that tool through the soft tissues, not on the spinal column, but on the soft tissues, is I'm doing a myofascial release with it. And so I didn't really do any explanation on it. I just posted on Instagram. I have about 5,000 followers that are mostly my students. And I figured, I was just like, hey, doing some ANMR on Annie. I figured mostly my students would see it. Well, this video went viral. It's been up for 2 days. It's got 1.2 million views and climbing. I have hundreds of comments. I think I'm at like 16,000 likes, something like that. But the funny thing is, most of the comments are people criticizing me. They are upset because they think that I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm performing a technique. Maybe they think it's veterinary orthopedic manipulation. Maybe they think it's more like activator technique. They think I'm not doing it correctly. They're wondering if it's even doing anything. They think I'm being kind of abusive to the horse. Some people are just making fun of poor Annie and saying she has a weird haircut because she does have Cushing's, and her owner gave her kind of a haircut. And if you ever give horses with Cushing's haircuts, you know that they usually break the clippers, so she didn't really get a full clip in. But Annie's a sweet horse, and she did actually, if it was a full video of the session, she did relax and she did enjoy it, and it was a good time. And I'm chatting in the video. Some people are like, if you would just stop chatting. Well, I'm chatting because I'm talking to Annie's owner, and we're comparing her and Bojangles and their similarities. But anyways, it's kind of interesting. It's funny. I'm trying to respond to all the comments and kind of educate people on what I'm doing and explain what it is. I have people asking me if I'm even qualified to do it. What are my qualifications? Who are you? But anyways, so I thought I'd just put up this little video, let you guys watch it. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Does it look suspicious or not? Should I be getting yelled at? I did, since I uploaded it, I did also add, I edited my comment to add who I am, what my education is, what my background is, how I developed the technique, what the technique does, the story behind the whole thing, how I was meeting Annie. So yeah, so that's pretty much that. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how many more people this video is going to reach. I don't know if it's going to get me more followers on Instagram or if it's just going to get a lot of people yelling at me, but I don't know. Give me your feedback. What do you think?